Tonight, the focus is in Ellis County on recovery after powerful storms left a path of destruction. Thanks for joining us. I'm Dia Wall, in for Teresa Woodard. Tonight, a lot of people are trying to figure out what to do after their homes and businesses were damaged by winds as fast as 80 miles per hour. Sydney Persing is live in Ennis right now. She's been talking to people as they figure out next steps.
Hey, Dia. Well, all of this is still pretty fresh tonight out here in Ennis. Right now, we're in front of the Days Inn Hotel, which still tonight does not have a roof. I can tell you, though, from speaking to folks out here, most of the people who experienced damages to their homes or their businesses, they're overwhelmingly grateful because they themselves and their families are okay. When the wind died down, plywood went up Sunday in Ennis after a storm Saturday ripped off a hotel roof and broke a business in half.
It sounded like it was just right in the back door, and it was just roaring and roaring.
People's personal property wasn't off limits either.
Oh, it kind of hurts because we put so much hard work into this and the shop and everything.
Ronald Christian is a farmer, born and raised in Ennis. This is his workshop.
It pulled the concrete anchors out of the concrete and broke the concrete.
This is his car, and this is his cattle trailer, flipped across a fence and into a ditch.
Oh, I'm very grateful. This right here is where it ripped that anchor out on the pole right there. That pole.
But Ronald isn't angry, despite the fact this damage will to some extent set his business back, because the storm that hurt his house also killed a person. 42-year-old TJ Bailey died Saturday when his RV flipped in the wind.
But that was hard to hear because I understand he had a wife and a son.
So while there is still damage in Ennis tonight, work to do, and money to pay to fix it,
We still have our kids, we still got a wife, everybody's good.
there is also perspective.
Good Lord took care of us, you know. We're very fortunate to have our lives, so that could have been a lot worse.
And we've also learned tonight that that gentleman who died worked over at the Motorplex here in Ennis. They have an event this week that will now be dedicated to him. His coworkers are working to fundraise to help support his wife and his children with funeral expenses and other expenses as well in this difficult time. We've put the information to all of that on our story about this very heartbreaking incident on our website, WFA.com.